Good morning, my name is Melissa Wick, and welcome to day 6 of 30 days of morning yoga. This morning's practice is all about building core strength, so we're going to tap into our inner power, build some heat, and create some stability, which would serve our yoga practice, and not only our yoga practice, but everything that we do off of our mat and in our lives. So if you're here on this journey with me, welcome back. I'm really grateful to be here with you. And if you're here for just this one class, that is also great, welcome. And if you want to learn more about the journey, just head over to day 0. No props are needed for this practice. Be gentle with yourself, meet yourself where you're at, listen to your body, get into something comfortable, something that you could possibly sweat in, and let's get the practice started. Let's begin on our backs this morning. So go ahead and lay yourself down. And we'll begin with the knees bent, feet wide, knees falling in to touch. And you can either have your hands on the belly or arms by the side, palms facing up. Maybe give your chest a lift and gently slide the shoulders under, closing the eyes. And let's invite in 2 deep cleansing breaths to fully arrive into our space together. So inhale in through the nose, let your belly and your chest expand. And exhale, let it out through the mouth. One more like this. Fully inhale, fill up. Fully exhale, let it go. Gently close the mouth and tune into the natural rhythm of your breath in and out through both nostrils. Let yourself settle into your space and into your body and into your breath this morning. Inviting in a soft open belly as you inhale and as you exhale. Establishing this smooth rhythm of breath, setting ourselves up for our core practice this morning. And let the breath be your anchor throughout the practice. Let's invite in one more cycle of breath here. And continuing your breath, we're just going to start to separate the knees and bring the knees in towards the chest. Wrap your arms around your shins. You can be still here or gently sway and rock from side to side, just feeling this gentle compression in the hips as you pull the knees in. Back of the neck long, so chin is slightly in. And then we'll release the legs and bring the legs into tabletop position. We'll zip the legs together, arms out to the sides with the palms facing down. So the hands and the wrists are in line with the shoulders. Notice when you do this, if the ribs are popping out, you want to pull the belly in towards the back of the spine. And imagine as if there is a seatbelt buckling the lower part of your core. So you can keep the core contained, and that'll help build your stability. All right, so here we're going to take an in breath here. On the exhale, we're going to start to bring the legs over to the left without letting that right shoulder lift off of the mat. So you may only move a few inches. Try not to touch the ground. And then bring yourself back to center as you inhale. Exhale over to the right, left shoulder stays heavy. Inhale, center. We'll do this a few more times. Exhale over to the left. So we're not using momentum. Back to center, breathe in. Exhale over to the right. Inhale, center, and then one more time each side. Exhale over to the left. Maybe you try to go a little farther. Back to center, inviting in this sense of ease as you move. Exhale over to the right. And then back to center. We'll bring the hands and interlace them behind the back of the head. Rest the head in the hands and let your elbows stay wide so you can see them in the peripherals. And then remember that seat belt, belly's drawing in towards the back of the spine. You can separate the knees to hip width distance, inviting in a breath here. As you exhale, you're going to lift with the shoulders, and your eyes could stay towards the ceiling or slightly in front of you, and then lower down. And then keep going like this. As you exhale, you lift, elbows stay wide, lower down. So you might even start to feel this right away just because we're not using the momentum, we're tapping into our power, and we're feeling it the whole way. And it's okay if you're shaking. Lifting and lowering. So you're not cranking from the neck and elbows are not coming in, keeping it really broad in the chest. Exhale as you lift, keep going. 1 breath per movement. Remember the seatbelt. We'll just do a couple more here like this. Good. Now option to stay lifted, elbows stay wide, or you can always release the head down if you need more support. From here, we're just going to hinge at the hips. So you keep the 90-degree angle, the bend in the knees. You're just going to tap the right toes down. Tap and lift. Left toes tap down, hinge at the hip and lift. So keep going, alternating from one side to the other. And again, if you need to rest the head down, take a little rest. Maybe come back. 1 breath per movement. Exhale, tap. We'll do a couple more on each side. Tap. And pull the belly in, inviting in the sense of ease, feeling that internal heat, waking up our core. Now you can keep doing this if this is enough for you. If you want to come with me, right toes tap down and right elbow comes towards the left knee, but try not to crunch. You're still keeping a broad chest. Back to center. Left toes tap, left elbow towards the right knee and center. So now we're turning on the obliques again here. 1 breath per movement. Exhale, you tap and lift. Back to center. Belly drawing in. It's like you're lifting the shoulder to the midline, to the center. And just do 1 more on each side, wherever you are. And then you'll release. Wrap the arms around your shins. Give yourself a nice hug. You can exhale out of the mouth if you need to sigh it out. And now we're going to meet on all fours, tabletop position. So you can either roll to your side or come with me, hands behind the backs of the knees, and give yourself a couple rocks and roll. Nice and controlled. When you get to the top, the next time, cross your ankles, take the hands forward, and then slide yourself back on your mat. Wrists roughly under the shoulders, knees hip width distance apart. Let's invite in a couple cat-cows. So on the inhale, we'll release the belly, open the chest, tilt the pelvis, gaze lifts, front extension. As you exhale, pull the belly in, nose towards your chest, push the floor away. Twice more like this. Enjoy your cat-cows. Inhale, cow. And exhale, round. Feel the shoulder blades peel away from each other. Back of the neck long. 1 more time. Inhale, open. And exhale, pull the belly in, round. Come to neutral table. Notice here if you're dumping in the shoulders, you want to gently push the floor away. There's a broadening in the upper back, and belly button again is drawing to the back of the spine. Tuck the toes underneath, and now we'll just lift the knees a couple inches and just hovering tabletop here. If this is too much pressure on the wrists, make fists. So remember to gently push the floor away, pull the belly in, turn the volume up with your breath. Fix your gaze on 1 point and know that this is temporary. Noticing where the mind goes when it starts to feel a little uncomfortable. Can you stay with it? Good, and then lower your knees down. We'll keep the toes tucked under And we'll lift the knees again, up and back, downward facing dog. Steady your gaze, and here you can pedal out the feet here if you'd like. Bend one knee, bend the other, long spine, sit bones reaching up and back. Steady breath. Find stillness in your downward dog. On the next inhale, we're going to lift the heels and come forward to high plank. So we'll hold here. So heels, hips, shoulders, head in one line. Again, gentle puffing in the upper back. Pull the belly in. Pubic bone curls in towards the chin. Steady your eyes. That'll help to stable your mind and your breath. Stabilize. If this is too much on the wrist, you can always come onto the forearms. Now bring the feet together. Inhale in here. Exhale, just tap your heels over to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, over to the left. Inhale, center, over to the right. Inhale, center, over to the left. Back to center. Now you can bring the knees down. On the exhale, you're going to bend your elbows toward the back of the mat. Elbows stay close to the body and lower onto the belly. Tops of the feet press down. Loop the shoulders onto the back. As you inhale, gently push into the hands. Come into your cobra. Chin in so you're not cranking the neck. Heart reaches forward and up. And exhale all the air out, lower down. We'll come into locust pose, strengthening the back body. So option 1, arms by your side, palms facing down. And you can lift the forehead and chest, shoulders back. Palms off the ground, chin in. Maybe your toes point so much the tops of the feet lift, shins, knees, maybe quads. Option 2, arms out into a T, palms facing down. Option 3, bend the elbows. Option 4, extend the arms out in front of you without compromising your breath. Don't worry about how high you go. This is about length. Chin in, steady your breath. Stay with it. Enlivening the back body. Beautiful release. Make a pillow with your hands. Stack your palms, rest the forehead. You can be still here, or you could sway your hips from side to side. Just release. Good. And then we'll bring the hands to the upper chest. Tuck the toes underneath. On your inhale, you can push up through table or try to push up to high plank. And exhale, downward facing dog. Let's bend the knees and look between the hands and walk or step gently to the top of your mat, feet hip width distance, forward fold. Inhale in, halfway lift, smooth breath in, fingertips to shin or quads, belly pulls in, shoulders back, long spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root down with your feet to rise all the way up, arms reach up. And exhale, lower the arms down. Now what we're going to do is bring the arms out in front of us, palms facing down. Notice if the shoulders are way forward, you want to plug the shoulders into their sockets. Tailbones lengthening down, zip the low belly in, and focus your eyes on one point. Now you're just going to releve, so lift the heels, come onto the balls of the feet. Ankles really strong. Now imagine as if you're sliding down a wall. So you're just going to start to bend the knees. So imagine the back is against a wall. And we're going to slowly lower. At any point, if you need to put the hands down, bring the hands down. Nice and controlled. So you can feel your core stabilizing, working to help you. And then bring your hands down. Zip the legs together. And then hands back out in front of you. Now try to slowly lower your seat down. You can use your hands if you need to, and we'll find boat pose, Navasana. So here you could have the hands behind the backs of the thighs and have the toes on the ground, legs together, or you can hover, shins parallel to the sky, or you can release the hands, palms facing up. Now imagine that there is a string tied to your heart and someone is pulling it to keep that lift. Focus your eyes on one point, legs together, find your breath. If this is enough, Perfect. Stay right here. If you want a little more, come with me. We're going to hover to low boat. Extend your legs, lower the chest. Keep your eyes focused on one point. Breathe in, lift. Exhale, hover. Breathe in, lift. Remember the string tied to your heart. Lower. Inhale, lift. We'll do 2 more. Lower. Nice and controlled. Try not to use momentum. Feel your power. Hover. Back up. Good. Plant your feet down. We're almost there. Arms out in front of you. We're going to slowly roll down onto our backs. So try to keep the feet down. If you need to, hold on to your tights or hands behind the backs of the thighs. If you're feeling it in your hip flexors, that's all right. Slowly roll down. Try to get the low back to touch the mat first. And then all the way down. Now, what you can do here is bring the soles of the feet together and the knees open for Supta Baddha Konasana, butterfly. You can always slide a couple blocks under your legs. If this doesn't feel supportive to you, you could bring the feet wide and let your knees fall in to touch. Hands could be on the belly, or if you'd like, you can cactus the arms, so bending at the elbows and the backs of the hands are grounded. Close your eyes and tune into your breath. And if you're feeling a little stimulated, you can bring your awareness right to your belly, your abdomen. Focusing your breath here and feeling your belly rise and fall as you breathe. Slow down your exhalations. Just feeling the support of the ground beneath you. Slowing it down. Now, if you have found a sweet spot here and you want to stay here as your final resting shape, you are welcome to do so. If you'd like to come into a more traditional Savasana, you could slowly extend the legs out long, adjust as you need, take up as much space as you'd like. Let's invite in a cleansing breath. Inhale in through the nose. Big exhale out of the mouth, let it go. Let your ankles fall open. Let your legs be heavy. Hips are open. Stomach relaxed. Shoulders heavy. Arms relaxed. Jaw softened. Head heavy. There's nothing left here for you to do. Releasing the effort. And now would be a beautiful time to set an intention for the rest of your morning, for your day. If you could choose one word to represent how you want to feel, what would that word be? And let it come to you. And on your next exhalation, allow that word to radiate throughout your entire being, feeling it now. And try to stay here for at least a few minutes to receive your practice. Thank you so much for your trust and for joining me this morning and on this journey from my heart to yours. Namaste. Hi yogis, if you're looking to add on a meditation practice to your yoga journey or just to your yoga practice in general, you can select from one of these short but potent meditation practices. You can pick one to suit your needs. You can try the same one for the whole 30 days or try different ones depending on what you need in the moment. The meditation practice will help to deepen your yoga practice, and it'll help to deepen your connection with yourself, strengthen your awareness, and learn some tools on how to self-regulate and to find that place of ease and calm within you on and off the mat. Namaste.